Our next guest settling in this morning, it's Vaughn Lang from Syracuse area there with some connections to our area because of a big construction deal going on. Vaughn, welcome to the show.
Hey, nice to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Sure. We've been reading about you with your name in the paper about the Irish Center here locally and your interest in that.
The Irish Cultural Center.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Irish?
Am I Irish? No, but I'm thinking of converting.
Very good.
It's a great culture. I never experienced it before, and the people that I'm around are phenomenal. Yep.
And a lot of talk ensuing, I think, in the community, the media as well. The construction halted after 2011, the foundation there. What brought you on this project? What made you say, hey, let's do this?
Well, I came out to the city of Utica to look at some properties. I mean, it's just a city that's ready to burst forward. Mm-hmm. It really is. And I've developed some properties in the Syracuse area, and I was asked to come out, and I came out, just drove around, looked at everything. City drove me, around, and I became fascinated with this hole in the ground. Okay. And through a series of conversations, met the people of the Irish Cultural Center, loved them all. And I said, I'm going to help you get this thing built.
And the next step, what does that mean? I know the permit needs to be issued.
The next step is getting it built.
Right.
I came in and looked at the initial design drawings and made some major modifications, just to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit more functional, and that required some additional foundation work, digging out more foundation, and placing it, right where that hole is right now.
I know last year they experienced some problems with the foundation due to weather conditions, and are those okay? Are you ready to go?
Well, we've tested the foundation. The foundation is fine, because my building, the building that I designed, it's the Cultural Center's building, but the building that I designed is bigger. It's heavier. Mm-hmm. And that foundation was created for a lighter, smaller building. So we're going to be reinforcing it, and the design engineer, the structural engineer, is working on the reinforcement of that. I'm going to be digging out a little bit more land and placing that building on a much bigger footprint.
What's the ultimate vision for the Irish Cultural Center in your mind and in the minds of the people who'll be running it? What's it going to look like? What's going to happen there? And how long will it take to get there?
Well, the Irish really have a culture. I never realized it, but you're born Irish. Okay, and the Irish have a culture. So literally half the building is their culture. And it will contain a museum, artifacts. It will have the offices of the Ancient Order of Hibernians. It'll have the Great American Irish Festival offices there. Those elements that bring Ireland to this local area. It'll also have designed a chapel built in the style of Ireland, an old chapel. So just to get the feel of Ireland, it'll also have a huge conference center, what we call an event center, that could seat up to 300 people, for educational events. And Ireland is about the music, all right, the Irish music, and it'll have the music of Ireland come in. And a small piece of it is, what do you think of Ireland? You think of an Irish pub, right? So literally maybe less than 1/6 of the building, the size of the building, is going to be an Irish pub. And that was designed in Dublin, okay? And it's being built over there.
Wow.
And brought here. So we have, it'll be installed here, and that'll be the Irish Cultural Center. You'll go, you'll enjoy the music, you'll have a Guinness or whatever, you'll go and see ancient Ireland.
Sounds great. When can we do this? When's it going to be done, Vaughn?
Well, step one is, like you say, the permit.
Right.
Okay. And the designers, that's the one thing I don't have a license for, is the design. Okay. So the architects, the engineers, they're putting it together, and I am on their back, shall we say, every single minute of the day. So we hope to, really start something. These are target deadlines. I keep on reading, and it's extraordinary. I keep on reading deadline missed. There are no deadlines. These are target dates. When I started in April, and I said, well, I could do this by this date and this date and this date. These are target dates. The things that have been accomplished to date is we have a large amount of cash in the bank now to start the construction. We have a commitment for a mortgage, and we are certainly looking for some, grants with regard to this cultural center. So it's going to get there. It's going to get there. But these target dates are very close to being met.
We're talking to Vaughn Lang on 100.7 FM WUTQ about the construction of the Irish Cultural Center on Columbia Street.
You mentioned cash available for the project.
Right.
Who's the company, the developer? Is there an entity that holds that money?
Is there an entity? The attorney for the Irish Cultural Center, Peter Carl, that money has been deposited into his escrow account, right, for the purposes of withdrawal as the center gets built. And so for right now, we're going to say he's it.
Sure. And you mentioned there's no deadlines, just target dates. Is there anything conducive for you to be in compliance with the city as far as this goes? Or now are you just as a private developer getting out there waiting for your permit?
Let me see if I can answer all those three questions at once. I'm looking. Next step is the permit.
Okay.
I've got the money. Next step is the permit, and that's really the start of it. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to dig the foundation. We're going to waterproof it. We're going to do a little bit more waterproofing around the exterior.
I did that for a living when I was 17 years old, by the way. I waterproofed the foundations of homes for buildings in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. So
I need a guy, Vaughn.
I'm ready.
What are you doing?
We're out of here at 10 o'clock.
What are you doing later on today?
I'm ready to go. Just put me in, Coach.
We've been in touch with the excavation company. They're all set. They're looking for specs from the engineer. It's ready to dig. We had one issue with regard to a little title issue, a little right away that the city didn't know of. We didn't know of. It's handled. Mm-hmm. That's history. That's history. Now we're moving forward.
Great. And any specifics that you'd like to see before the winter really comes forceful here?
Winter?
Yeah.
We have winter up here?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, I'd like to get the basement dug, steel ordered, sure. And it's a process. It's A to B, B to C, C to D. Steel, I can't tell you when that's going to come. I want, and stuff like that. But my personal deadline is Phase 1, which is the most important thing, the cultural center, the whole concept of this whole project. The cultural center will be finished. Target date, June 1.
Okay,
I like
great.
That.
Target date.
Have you spoken with some of the other business owners in the area there surrounding your project or not?
I have met the Matts. They're fantastic people. But not being from this area, I haven't had the real opportunity to meet everyone.
Right.
I met the owners of the Taylor and Cook.
Great.
Taylor and
Taylor and the Cook.
right.
Yep.
Taylor and Cook, great people.
Yep.
Wow, hands on.
Samantha,
hands on.
our producer, she had some dinner there over the weekend, so yeah, I can't complain about that.
Sure.
But you mentioned being out of town. You're an attorney, entrepreneur, developer. Can you give us an idea of some of the other things that you've worked on?
I guess my claim to fame was the old Agway building, all right, which after 38 years, Agway went under.
Yes, adjacent to Shoppingtown Mall, correct?
Adjacent to Shoppingtown Mall. And it no one wanted to touch it. It was a white elephant. And I was naive enough, crazy enough, to say, fine, I'll give it a shot. And it turned out to be, very, very well.
And is that what it takes sometimes?
It doesn't only take, it takes heart, okay? It takes heart, but it also takes the cooperation of the community. Here in Utica, so someone once asked me, what is the difference between developing in Syracuse and developing in Utica? In Syracuse, you get before some of the boards, and they just want to stonewall it. Mm-hmm. You know, it took me 5 years to build an Aldi's, okay? Mm-hmm. Here in Utica, everyone wants to assist. Mm-hmm. It's a 180 degrees difference in mentality. Everyone wants to assist to get it done. Mm-hmm.
I think we'd all love to see this project come to fruition. That's
you, me, and the Irish.
And Dave, he's going to be working on your basement.
And having a beer afterward, too. Now, the Aldi's you talk about right across from the main Wegmans in DeWitt, I would imagine, right? Is that right?
Your imagination is correct.
Yes, okay, very good. Well, Vaughn, thanks for spending some time with us. Best of luck with the project. If there's anything we can do, whether it's waterproofing or sharing a beer with you or whatever, we'd be glad to help out.
Waterproofing and drink some Guinness, you know.
Please keep us updated.